Good morning. Welcome back to my channel, Politics in Plain English. And today we're going to be discussing more government or less. Which? Now, most people really have no idea of why they want more government or don't. All you hear on television are politicians talking about, we need more government, more government. Well, to me, the best way to find out if you need more government or less is to look at the things that the government already runs. And there are three programs that right now we can look at. First, the DMV. Second, the tax collection. And three, the airports. Now, when we look at all three of these, you'll be able to understand whether or not you want more government. More than likely, at the end, you'll make a very wise decision to say less. Now, let's take the DMV, for example. The DMV, I like to know how many people out there enjoy going to the DMV and waiting in long lines. I was in one recently. I had to renew my driver's license. I stayed there for 3 hours, and it was not fun. I mean, there are a lot of other things I can do other than sit there in the DMV. Now, the DMV not only has you sit there for long hours, they don't run things efficiently. They have you to go to this department, that department, and then you got to sit and wait. And when I went there, just to get my picture taken was an ordeal. The lady who was taking my picture, she got called to do something else. So here's a line that backs all the way up to get your picture taken. And like I said, you're sitting there, they're calling everybody else's number but yours. And if you try to go make an appointment, it's booked for a whole month in advance. And that means that I would have end up being, almost without my license because it renews next month. So anyway, if you enjoy going to the DMV, you have nothing else better to do, then by all means, you want more government because they don't run efficiently. Two, you want your taxes. If you ever go downtown, I'm here in San Diego, California, and I had to take my landlord to the tax place downtown to do her taxes. So anyway, normally you would think you could just walk through the door after you've been searched and what have you, and you can go to your department, right? Well, it's a little more complicated. After they search you and tell you what you can't take up, then you have to go up the elevator, then you have to walk all the way across to another building, then you have to take another elevator down. And you figure, well, after you have done your business, because you got to sit there forever, take a number, they got to call you, and there are a lot of other people there waiting too. So after you do this for so many hours, they say, okay, you're done. Now, where we live at here in San Diego, there's doors where you could actually go out of, but no, can't do that with the taxes. Instead of going out the door, you have to go back up the elevator, walk all the way across, and then go down another elevator just to get to the exit. Makes no sense. And they're saying all this for safety reasons because of what happened in 9/11. Third thing is the airports. Now, we all heard recently about the fiasco that's going on at the airport where the guy was beat up and dragged off of his plane even though he had paid his money, and he has already gotten settled and got an unspecified amount of money. So we know the airport problems are big problems because you pay your money to get someplace and you're not getting there. Well, the reason for a lot of the airport problems is because of what happened back in 2001, as they say, 9/11. Well, because of all of this terrorism, whatever, the government has gotten involved with the airports, and they've come up with all these regulations. I mean, they're searching and seizing everybody. They're doing x-rays. They're seeing your private parts. They are making sure you don't have a certain amount of liquid that you carry on board. Everything is regulation, regulation, regulation. And guess what? Things are moving slower. So if you enjoy sitting at the airport, maybe getting into a fight with somebody, then by all means, go with the government. But on the other hand, if you like efficiency, then you have to go with a small business or business period. Why? Because businesses are going to make sure the bottom dollar is the bottom dollar. They want to make money. And they don't make money when there's confusion, when there's long lines or whatever. Take, for example, going to the grocery store. Most of us, if not all of us, go to the grocery store. And if you had to sit in line or stand in line for 3 hours, how many people would be interested in going to the grocery store? An answer would be none. You go to the grocery store and you know if you have a certain amount of items, maybe 10 or 15 items here, you can go to the express lane. You get out faster. If you have other items, you go to those other lanes. And they will open up lanes if they need more people to be accessed faster. And let's look at the other places like clothing stores, furniture stores. If they made you stand in line for a long length of time, you more than likely would not want those services. So you go to the grocery store, you go to a clothing store, you want to get in there and out fast because you have other places and things to do. So if the government got involved in any of these other things, you can best believe it's going to be a lot of bureaucracy, a lot of paperwork. It's going to be a headache. So if you love headaches, then you by all means do it. But if you like efficiency, you got to go with a business. And that's my word for today. Thank you.